Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a declutter and organize with me. As you can see, I have got a little bit of a problem here. So this is the underneath of my stairs. It is the cupboard that is underneath my stairs and it is just jam-packed to the door of stuff that we most probably don't need, or if we do, there is so much less that I could condense this down to, so it's not as jam-packed as what it looks right now, and it looks a mess. So what I'm going to start off by doing is pull everything out, sort through it all, look at what I'm going to be keeping, look at what I'm going to be selling or donating or just getting rid of in general, or what can be moved into the shed, because there was so much stuff in here that was moved into the shed that didn't need to be in the house. So I went ahead and did all that, and I actually got rid of that big table there. It has been sold on Facebook Marketplace, and I also got rid of a couple of other things as well because we just don't need them. And to be honest with you, the biggest thing in there was a big Vinici box from Oil Pram when we first had Carter, and also that big table. So there was so much stuff in there that just didn't need to be in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to brush the floor, and I'm also going to give it a quick mop over. I would have hoovered in here, but at this point Carter was asleep and I was filming this bit, so I went ahead and just brushed, and I also mopped. So now I'm going to put everything back in that I am keeping, or I'm going to be selling but needs to stay in here for now because I don't have the space. I was going to put the tree in the attic, but unfortunately we cannot put things in the attic, which I didn't realize, but I suppose it makes sense as we don't actually have a ladder attached to our attic to put things up there. So this is what it looks like after. Honestly guys, this is so much better. Even though it does look a little bit cluttered, it's actually very organized. Just looks a little bit messy because they're all in bags, but it's so much organized, so much more organized. I've got the pram in there, which has been taking up loads of space, my mop, my hoover. Honestly guys, this looks so much better. I am so happy with it. So now moving on to the upstairs cupboard. So this is on my landing. Whenever I do cleaning videos, I tend to avoid this cupboard because honestly guys, it's just a big mess. But the transformation of this cupboard, honestly guys, keep watching because it is amazing. So I had a bunch of our laundry here. I ended up moving it into two separate baskets so it wasn't just overflowing and everywhere. And I also had this box right at the bottom in the back from when we first moved into the house from stuff that I just don't need anymore. So there was candles in here, photo frames, a bunch of random stuff, and I just ended up in pretty much all of it. So then I went ahead and hoovered the bottom of the floor with my little handheld hoover, and that stick also got moved out. So then I put two of the washing baskets back in. So as you can see, the big one is in the back, the smaller one is in the front, and I'm just going to work through these. I did catch up on my laundry, but now it's just caught back up with me because I stopped doing it for a couple of days, and now I've got loads to do. So I'm also going to keep my rugs that need to be washed in the back as well, so it looks a lot more tidy and they're not just piled on top of everything. Then up here is a place that everything just gets thrown. So originally there was supposed to be linens in here, towels, blankets and so on, but we ended up having a bunch of these baskets with random stuff in them. So Jasmine also came over at this point and she was helping me. She also helped me do the downstairs cupboard and the last bit I had to do, and she helped me all up here as well. So we sorted through both of these baskets, and honestly me and Jasmine had the best time doing this. We were laughing so much, and I don't know, when we're together we just make each other laugh so much. And honestly, she is like a sister to me. She's amazing. But we sorted through all of these, and we put a bunch of the blankets in these baskets, as well as some like linens for the babies, and it just looks so much better, and I'm so happy with how this turned out. So now it was time to put everything back in. So what I did, it was fold all of the linens and I piled them on one side, and then I put this basket of blankets and things for the babies on the other side. So what you can see on the side of the basket is a bunch of their like play mats. They don't really tend to play with it anymore, so eventually I am going to be selling them, but this was the best place for them. So then I went ahead and put the door back on. So this door hasn't been on since we moved here, because when we had the carpets down, the doors needed to be shaved to actually go back, but I just wanted to try it to see if it would actually go on without being shaved, and it did. So I'm so happy. It looks so much better, and I am so happy to just have a door so it's not on view as soon as you walk up my stairs. So the next thing I wanted to do was sort out my kitchen drawer. So I did this in my last organized video and it's just gone really bad again, so I'm going to pull everything out. I'm going to give the bottom of the drawer wipe over with these antibacterial wipes in the scent apple, and they smell absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe it over first, and then I'm going to go in with my handheld hoover and hoover up whatever crumbs that were left. I hate sleeping
make it on my own. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me what we.
Then taking my Flash Natural French Soap Spray. And to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of this. This is the next day when I was filming this part of the video, and I went down to town to grab some bits, and I picked up these. So I picked up the actual spray, which is the multi-purpose spray, and I also picked up the floor cleaner, and I am not a fan. I know there was a big hype about these sprays, but I'm just not a fan of the smell. I like really sweet, fresh scents, and I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. It smells very soapy, even though obviously it is a French vanilla soap scent, but I thought it was going to smell more of a vanilla-y, nicer smell, and to be honest with you, it isn't what I thought it was going to be. So all I'm doing is wiping down the cupboard, the drawer even, and getting all those marks on the bottom of the drawer. There was loads of like oil marks at the bottom of this drawer, which took a while to get off, but I did get them off, so it was all back to new. And then I put my cutlery organizer back in. This cutlery organizer is a little bit of a pain, so when I put the knives in, which you will see, they kind of slip underneath the like little dividers, and they end up going into the other sections. Really bothers me, but it's because some of the knives are quite thin, so they just fit under really nicely. So I think I'm going to purchase a new cutlery organizer because it does get on my nerves a lot. But for now, this will do. I put all of our cutlery in here, and I put Kat and Ivana's cutlery in a separate place where I keep all of their like plates and everything. I just thought it was better and a lot more easier to access. And then I just put the big items on the side of this drawer, and this drawer looks so much better. It was filled with clutter, and it is very minimal now, and it looks so tidy. Alright, so now on to the next drawer. So this drawer is absolutely full to the top of letters, random things. I need to sort this, guys. This is really bad. So obviously I moved you further away because the letters, I have to be careful. So I pulled everything out of this drawer, and I quickly just showed you guys my pregnancy test. That was my pregnancy test when I found out I was pregnant with Ivana. It was in this drawer, so I'm glad I found that because I've been looking for it everywhere because I want to put it with all of like the keepsakes and stuff for them. So again, repeating the same process, using those Apple antibacterial wipes and wiping over the bottom of the cupboard, the drawer. I keep saying cupboard, I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. Wiping over the drawer, and then I'm going to go back in with the handheld hoover and clear up any crumbs that were left. Alright, so to organise this drawer, I'm going to use some envelopes. These are big white envelopes, and I've labelled them with different things. So on them I've got Kat and Ivana, important documents such as statements, bills and so on, and then random bits that aren't important. And what I've done is I've gone through all the letters, thrown loads away, and I just put all those different letters into different sections into their own folders. So when we get new letters, or if we're looking for something, we know exactly what envelope to go in. And this drawer looks so much better, so much more organised. And then I had a bunch of folders that I just put on top, and honestly guys, it looks great. So that is everything in this video, guys. I've organised 4 places in my home, and I'm so happy with the results of them afterwards. So as you can see, these are the before and after pictures. Guys, they are such big transformations. I'm so happy with them. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I post videos at least 2 to 3 times a week, and I would love to have you guys as a viewer on my channel. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I love all your support. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.